Hello everyone and welcome back to Charwell, the Farming Agency edition, and I'm going to start off by saying Happy New Year's Eve to everyone, because this video will be going out on New Year's Eve. Now, it has dried out. I have not done anything to modify the crops or anything like that, turning off moisture or any of that kind of stuff. So this is actually the proper weather. You can see we've got a few machines up here, the full fleet almost. So we've got the trailer already full of wheat on the Fent, the New Holland with the baler, the JCB with the bale trailer, and our New Holland combine with the slightly bizarre header. So let's just drop down. And we will get started straight away. So let's just double check that straw swath, yep, it is on. We may as well get some straw. Don't see why we shouldn't really. So, oh, we need to unfold first apparently. There we go. So I trust that everyone is planning something nice for their Christmas Eve, I was going to say, for their New Year's Eve. Personally, I'm not doing much. It's going to be a quiet one, I think. And I've just noticed that the steering wheel sensitivity, even though I changed it before starting the recording, it's still not set properly, so I'm going to have to fix that in a moment. I'll get to the end of the headland, or at least probably the end of this section. This, however, is one of the fields that doesn't need ploughing. So I mentioned before that there were fields that needed to be ploughed. We did plough up the last one. I cannot remember what number that was. But this is not going to be one of those fields that gets ploughed. And also, just mention, the New Holland is up here so that we can bale. It's not currently on follow me because I wanted to get the headlands done and then get the baler following me on the straights. I think that will be just a bit easier. He will of course run over the headlands anyway, but that's not a big deal. There's so many fields left to harvest, to be honest. We need to get them all done. And we are going to need some straw for our cows, but I don't really know what we should do about that. Okay, I'm going to go fix this steering a second and get the cat to stop talking. I'll be back in a moment. There we go. Steering is now feeling much better. So yeah, we're going to get this field done. I will check as well which other fields we need to do. I know there's a lot of them. Whether we can do another one today is anyone's guess. It really does depend on recording time, to be honest. There might be a few jump cuts, possibly a time lapse just to try and speed things up a little. And I've been thinking about what we can possibly replace this harvester with, because I mentioned getting a smaller harvester. We've obviously got the smaller header here, which is very useful. And I'm thinking that we should probably get I think it's the Rostel mash that goes with this. That would be good. And maybe a Class Tucano, if we're getting two harvesters, that is. If we're only getting the one harvester, then there really is no need. But yeah, we might get a second harvester. Oops. Just smashed into that. I don't like that it's dropping through. That's quite poor considering I think this is not a modded trailer. Let's have a look. It's not at least one. Oh no, it is a mod trailer apparently. I've got two of them. possibly in different colours. Now that header, the Draper strip, yeah, so it goes with the Rostel Mash 161, which if we have a quick look, that's this guy here. 10,500 litre tank, that's pretty good. What I was thinking of was the Tucano, which is 11,381 horsepower. But that's 380. And yeah, it's 49,000 euros cheaper. So that could be worth it. And that would definitely be big enough for, you know, this area of the world. So let's crack on. We just need to let this header lower down. As you will have noticed last time, it does take a little while. Slowly, slowly, slowly. That's why I should try to avoid picking it up, to be honest. Still not done? Still not down? Nope. There we go. Right, let's continue then. So we'll just do one more headland, I think. In fact, we may not even need another headland. We may not. In fact, I think we definitely don't. So, what I'm going to do then, I'm going to get to the end of this run, and then I'll grab the baler. So, we may as well start getting the baler following us. And yeah, I need to have a look at that fast baler and see if it will take straw. Because round bales would be useful because, well, we have a round bale collector. So yeah, round bales might be more useful in that sense because we can pick them up more easily. I did, however, say I was going to fill that baler up and see exactly what happens when you fill it with water. Oh no, I picked it up. Ugh, that was a really silly mistake. Right, let's turn that off for a moment then. Turn this guy off as well. Let's go and get some baling started. Okay, so I'm just going to try and see if I can get this guy filled up. Yes, we did just get a start filling message. Okay. Right, 750 litres for whatever, I don't know, to be honest. We need to unfold the baler. We've already got a straw bale stuck in here, apparently. So, I have unfolded it. There we go. Now, what happens now? Are we going to get some different sized bales or something? I'm not really sure. The bales seem to be smaller. Why are the bales smaller? They're now only 1,500 litres. Is that me? Was I messing around with the bale capacity? Right, let's just turn that off for a moment. Empty him out. Oh, no, that one. Okay. Let's go for 4,000 litres. 4,000 litres seems more sensible. But yeah, I'm still not really sure what the water is for. We don't seem to be using any water. I don't remember if I bought this or leased it, actually. Okay. Now, Control F. Good, good. He has managed to pick everything up. What I need to do then is try very hard to... wrong button, there we go. Take this off. Now, can he catch up with me well enough is the question. He seems to be doing okay. Yeah, I did that because I realised the end was actually a little tight for turning. That is better, and he doesn't seem to be missing any, so that's good news. So, I think then we will time-lapse this and get it done. See you in a second. Okay, so I cut the time lapse a little there because I needed to go and empty this guy. We have managed to fill ourselves once again. Now, I'm not complaining because that is obviously really good news. If we check, yeah, we're doing pretty well. We've got plenty of goods in stock. So I'm going to have to take this guy back down to the field. The baler also crashed. That was not particularly useful. So yeah, I will get back down to the field. I will continue with that field and come back to closer to the end of it. Almost done on this field then, and I'm considering moving straight over to another field. I think it would be a good idea. What I have noticed though is that the baler struggles a little. It can't turn as tightly as we can, which is quite impressive that the harvester can turn better, but it means that we keep missing little bits, so I'm wondering if it's maybe better to not have follow me on the next field. Maybe that'll just make things just a little bit smoother. I mean, yeah, it's not like baling afterwards is the world's longest job. This is a fairly small field, and so is the next field. So I think we could probably cope if we needed to. Now, what I do need to do is just... See, he turns slightly off to the side, which is really annoying. Let's disable the follower. So, drop that off. Oh no, hang on. Shouldn't have done that. We need to unfold you. There we go. Now drop you off. That way we can actually pull it into the next field. Unfortunately, the river does not actually allow you to cross easily into that field. I'm making a bit of a mess here. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to destroy a bit of crop, I think. Not very good. Unless we use one of the smaller tractors maybe to get in there. That might be a better idea. Right, I'll finish the baling quickly. And once I finish the baling, I can try and negotiate this header into the field. Okay, so I've managed to get into the field with the help of the little New Holland. And we're going to get started. However, because there's been plenty of harvesting and I've checked to see how long this video is so far, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to time-lapse this entire field in one go. But I'm going to jump cut any time where I need to empty the trailer, empty the combine into the trailer, and any time, of course, the trailer needs to be emptied. That will all be jump cut. So, without further ado, let's begin.
Here we go then. We are almost done. We've just got this small bit here, and then a very small strip just over on that side, over there. And yeah, that'll be us finished completely. So we'll be able to see exactly how much wheat we've got. As mentioned before, we have a bit of an abundance of straw. So I'm not quite sure what we should do straw-wise. Just turn GPS off for now. Don't think I really need it for such a small area here. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what we should do in the sense of straw, but I'm sure we'll work something out. Like I said before, kind of tempted to bale it with the round baler, because that way I'll be able to collect it up with the bale collector, which will make life a lot easier. But let's just quickly grab this section. You will have noticed me using the GPS. The GPS also went a little bit wrong because it picked up the working width of the standard header for this New Holland rather than the one that's actually attached, which is kind of interesting. Not quite sure why it did that, but it did. So, yeah, because of the width, we ended up with this kind of small strip here and another half a strip earlier on as well. But at least it's done. I mean, I should have done that at the very start, I think. just messing with the thresher height and width. So that then is us done. Lift this up and let's just go and empty ourselves out. Just put the pipe out now. There we go. So, how much are we going to have? I'll get this guy sorted afterwards, actually. He is only needed for one more field. That field will be field 56. Oh no, that's a lie. That's a lie. Field 56 and field 13. 56 is sunflowers. 13 is corn. So we're going to need to get a different header for this, which means we can actually return this header. So we'll do that before the end of the day, or I will, off camera. For now, let's get this over to the silo. Here we go then. Get this all tipped in. And we can see what our total is wheat-wise for the year. It's just shy of 100,000, I think. In he goes. There we go. So, total wheat, 99,615 litres. Canola, we've got 82,500 litres. And we haven't harvested anything else yet, have we? Ah, but we have a fair amount of alfalfa in hay and silage format. Okay, well, thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.